Title: She left me, now she wants me back. She was set on leaving and she did. A couple of months after we broke up, she reached out one night, telling me she was in a new relationship. Fast forward to the lockdown, she called again, saying she broke up with the guy and wanted to get back together. Hello everyone, we are back with another subscriber story. If you have a story to share, please send it to Lessons from Life. I'm going to put it on display. It's lessons from life, and whether you're looking for advice or just want to share something, if it helps even one person, then you've done your part. Let's dive into the story today. So the subject of this story is about a guy who went through depression and stumbled upon the red pill. Now, we've talked about this before. Many of us had to endure some tough experiences to really understand female nature and realize our own worth. Some had good role models, others just knew instinctively that something was off. But a lot of us have to learn the hard way, by making mistakes and growing from them. His story is a bit long, but it's worth telling, and I hope it helps someone out there. It all started when I met this amazing girl, beautiful, submissive, well-behaved, when I was around 15 or 16. She was a year younger than me, and it felt like love at first sight. 6 months in, I proposed to her and we started dating. I know, I was young and probably rushing things, but she seemed like everything I had ever wanted. I tried to solve all her problems, showered her with affection, and you could say I helped her grow mentally. Things were great until I messed it up. I went through a phase where I played video games nonstop for 2 years. She put up with it, but looking back, I can see how wrong I was. At that time, I was about 20 or 21, and I had no clue what I was doing. But she stuck around. Then, at the 7-year mark of our relationship, she dropped out of college and started working as a receptionist at a clinic. I landed an internship at a law firm. After about a month of her new job, she told me about a coworker who was hitting on her. Normally, I wasn't jealous, but this time, something in me snapped. I got angry and told her not to talk to him anymore. Over the next couple of months, we drifted further apart, and 2 weeks before we broke up, she didn't call me once. So, I reached out, asking her if she had found someone else. That's when she dropped the bomb. She kissed the guy who had been hitting on her. I was furious. I ended the call, cursing at her, but after 2 days, I calmed down and called to apologize. To my surprise, she had blocked me. I went to her place, begging her to meet me one last time, and she reluctantly agreed. I spent the whole day trying to convince her not to leave me. I cried for the first time in front of her because I just couldn't hold back. But she didn't care. She left anyway. After that, I didn't contact her, but I was devastated. I barely ate or drank for a whole year, staying holed up in my room. Then, 2 months after the breakup, she called, telling me she was now in a relationship with the guy she'd kissed and that they had been intimate. It crushed me. The girl I loved was now with some random guy, and it hurt to know that she had found something with him that she never found with me. She even told me I had a small penis and that she had orgasms with him, something she never experienced with me. I didn't respond after that call. For the next year, I stayed in a state of depression. Then, during the lockdown, she reached out again, saying she had broken up with him and wanted to get back together. Being the idiot that I was, I took her back. This cycle of getting back together and breaking up continued for more times during the lockdown. The last time we lasted for a month. We had sex 3 times, but she told me she wasn't interested in sex anymore. She said it hurt her, and the reason for our breakup this time was that my penis was too big. That was the final straw. I was done. After all this, I became immune to her and any emotions I had for her. It was during this time that I found Coach Red Pill, Donovan Sharp, and other Red Pill channels. I began to see the truth about women. I became disillusioned with them. Everything they said seemed like a lie, and their actions felt like a performance. My advice to everyone is, never trust a woman completely, no matter how perfect she seems. It's the quickest way to get your heart broken and your soul drained. Thanks for reading my story, and I hope it helps someone out there. Keep up the good work with the channel. My best wishes for your life and channel. Wow, here are my thoughts on this. First off, you were way too young to be getting involved in marriage. At 16, there's no way you were ready for that kind of commitment. If you're going to even consider something like marriage, you need to be the best version of yourself first. That way, you'll make smarter decisions, and you won't allow someone to mess up everything you've worked for. You need to focus on becoming the best version of you before anything else, figure out your purpose in life and pursue it. Marriage shouldn't be on your mind at that age. You spent too much time focused on gaming, and while I get it, I've had my own phases, it just wasn't the right time for a serious relationship. You should have been focusing on building your life, your career, your passion, whether you wanted to be an engineer, a plumber, a motivational speaker, whatever it is. Find your purpose first. And honestly, the way she treated you, telling you about your small penis, then later saying the problem was that you were too big, she was playing games with you. She went back and forth and you were just wasting your time. Cut your losses, man. Focus on yourself and move forward. But let me know what you all think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.